Hi, my name is Linsdau. I am a polar explorer and motivational speaker. Today I'm going to tell you what the best expedition compass on Earth is. What is the best expedition compass on Earth? It is this one, folks. Why in the world would you say you need a compass when I've got my phone? It's got a GPS, it's got a compass. I can't get the thing to open because I'm not swiping right. Oh hey, I finally got it to open. Oh man, it's a 58% battery. Oh, it's like minus 20 degrees. I gotta take my gloves off. My fingers are freezing and I'm trying to type with my nose and the compass app isn't working. And then my phone dies and I drop it. The best compass on Earth. So, what is the best compass on Earth? It is the Suunto M3-G. Now, why do you think I'm making such a crazy outlandish claim? Like, what is the best compass on Earth and why do you care? I did a video, I don't know how many episodes ago, about a guy who, tell me a story about a guy who, he went into the Colorado wilderness during a snowstorm, he brought his phone, he took a picture of the map, and he's going to rely on the GPS and mapping software on his phone. Of course, he got way up in the mountain, got a little disoriented, oh, I'll bring this up, to bring up the app. And he took pictures along the way. Hey, I'm gonna take pictures so I remember what it looks like. Cool, he got to the summit. He's coming back, the snow's falling. It's filling in his footprints. He doesn't know where the trail is. Let me keep going. And then, every ridge looks the same. Every tree looks a click. My phone is dead. I don't have the world's best compass. I've got a $1,000 brick. Ooh. Yeah, no. That reminds me like the Liberty Mutual commercial where the guy throws his wallet in the not the Potomac, but the Hudson, and then, ooh, I'm gonna regret that tomorrow. No, I didn't throw my phone. So, if you are a hiker, a navigator, an explorer, a polar explorer, even a skier, anything, you should always have some sort of compass with you. Why? Because it's a snowstorm, it's crazy, you got lost, it's raining, you stumbled, you fell down a hill. Let me go down the 1,000 reasons that you're gonna need a compass, except for a Sharknado. Probably not a Sharknado. This compass works everywhere on Earth. Now, mind you, if you're standing let me roll my eyes, on the North Magnetic Pole or on the South Magnetic Pole, and you can't stand on the South Magnetic Pole because it's in the ocean, and the North Magnetic Pole is in the ocean too, but in winter you can stand on the ice, but it's far enough south. Yeah, okay, so your compass is gonna now at the South Pole, and I'm gonna tell you about the story of this compass, and this is the compass, or one of the 3 compasses that I brought to the South Pole. At the geographic South Pole, the compass still works because the magnetic compass is like, I don't know, 1,000 miles away, maybe 1,500. It's bleeping far. So you get the compass and the needle will kind of loll around a bit, but not too bad. So why do I say this is the best compass on Earth? Because it works everywhere on Earth. Now, I've got several compasses. I've got a Silva, I've got a couple of Suuntos, a Brunton. I've got the watch compass in my Casio here. It's got, the other compass mode, and it's pretty cool. But it's a little bit fiddly, and I got to calibrate it. And I went to Antarctica, I was trying to rely on it, and the declination error there is like 39 degrees. Ooh. What's declination? Ha ha ha! So, when you buy a compass, and you think, sweet, I'm gonna be able to navigate and everything, if you are doing relative navigation where I just need to hit generally south, generally north, or wherever, you don't really need a tricked out compass. Great. But there's a thing called the magnetic declination. Where I am in Wyoming, the declination is 13 degrees. Where I am right now in Oregon, it's 15, 16, 17, something like that. What is magnetic declination? This compass, I'll tell you in a moment, this compass has the ability, when you tune a little dial, and I'll show you here, to truly point to absolute north anywhere on Earth. I have yet to find another compass that has this special bezel deal where you can tune the compass and point exactly north anywhere on Earth. So what is this magnetic declination? Right. Hang on, don't freak out, it's not too sciencey. Magnetic declination means that the magnetic North Pole, where this little dealie points to, is not the geographic North Pole. Now, if you're in somewhere like Missouri, through Illinois, down through Texas, Louisiana, somewhere in there, the magnetic declination in the United States, North America, in those locations is about 0. You head over to Wyoming, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, it starts heading more and more to the east, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, east declination. Because the compass is a little bit to the west, so it needs to point to the east. So this magnetic declination problem is that your compass does not point to true north. What? Who made a stupid compass? They've always done that, folks. All compasses suffer from magnetic declination error. Just because the magnetic pole is not where the geographic pole is, your compass points here, not to the map pole. So how do you solve that? How does this compass point to true north? This is the only compass I know that has, why does it have like a little screwdriver on there? Because, I can take this screwdriver, put it in this little slot here, let's see, turn, and I can rotate it. And then, let's see if you can see it. I can turn the little, let me see, there we go. I can turn that little black dial and correct for a magnetic declination of up to 90 degrees. So that means except right on the north and south magnetic poles, I can correct this compass to use it anywhere on Earth. Yes! Pretty cool, huh? Now, of course, you got to remember to correct for it. But once you dial this into whatever your declination is, you can look on the USGS website. It's easy to find where your declination is and what it is. And once you dial this in, this compass will always point to true north. So when you're looking at your topo map, oh, how come I didn't bring a GPS? Oh, your GPS died? It fell in the ocean? Whatever. Yeah, electronics fail. Oh, I didn't bring batteries and I was supposed to change them, and I told my buddy and my wife and my husband and son to do it, and they didn't do it. No batteries. No booting up. No viruses. If I drop it, it'll probably survive, unlike your phone. So, huge thing, this is a compass that you can tune it and it's easy to do, and it'll point to true north. Yes. Okay. Now, another thing about this compass is that it has a little inclinometer. So that little arrow that works with gravity, if you are a skier, backcountry hiker, anybody in snow, you know that you can put this to west, set it to 270 there, and it will be 0, and from 20 or 25 to 45 degree slopes, those are the most dangerous slopes for avalanche. So even though I've got a slope dope, and that's pretty cool, you got to check for the inclination to see how the avalanche conditions are and all these other factors. This compass does it. Double bonus. So if you're a backcountry skier, adventure, hiker, not really biker, but whatever, not only do you have a compass, so when it totally whites out and you're lost, at least you can keep on a specific bearing. Now, my dad, I think, is doing a little video on compasses. I'll see if I can provide a link down there. Check it out. If I don't, remind me. But a compass, it's not terribly hard to use, but on the map, you got to do field to map, add, if you're in the east or in the west, but if you're in the east, oh my gosh, it's a mind messer. This compass takes care of it all for you, the Suunto M3 Global. Now, full disclosure, I am not sponsored by Suunto. I'm not sponsored by any of the people they sponsor. I'm just so thrilled about this compass. It's huge. It also has these little rubberized feet so you can put it and it sticks on the map and it doesn't slide around. They literally thought of everything. It's got the classic cord so you can put it around your neck, because when I would take a sighting, I would sight and then drop it and then ski. Now you might say, Aaron, how come, what about those compasses with the little lid hatch and the wire? They're totally cool. I mean, I love those field compasses where you can do the sighting, and they're great, but they're also bulkier. They don't have the inclinometer on there. They do not have, that I know of, the declination corrector on there. But the most important thing for a world traveler is the little deal in here. See if the camera focuses. See how this looks strange, where the needle's floating on those little pins? If you've never looked at a compass, that is magical, because there are 5 different magnetic zones on Earth. What? Yeah, there are 5 different magnetic zones on Earth that if you buy a compass, the Silver, Suunto, Brunton, whoever, that is designed for North America, if you take it to the South Pole, you take it to South America, you take it to Australia, to Africa, or wherever, the compass needle will drag and it will make it exceedingly difficult to use this darn thing. But Suunto, the M3 Global, has a double gimbal head, so the magnet in the needle, or the magnetic needle, doesn't get bound up anywhere on Earth. Even in Antarctica and even in Greenland and in the Arctic, this thing works everywhere. Huge bonus. Now, I don't know how expensive it is. I'm going to put a link to the Suunto M3-G in the comments below. Check it out. I'm going to get the links to Amazon and affiliate link, but check it out. This compass is huge. It's also got the little magnifying glass to read the map, but if you need to start a fire, in an emergency, you might be able to get it. It's got all the usual measurements with inches and centimeters here, and if you've got a 1 to 24,000 map, all these ticky marks measure in miles. I mean, this thing has got like everything. The bezel is really big, and the housing, the little knobs, sorry, are large, so that's easy to use. I've had others where like you gotta have freaking channel locks to turn it. So they've literally thought of everything on this compass. Oh, and it does have a 1 to 62,000 meter on here too. I mean, this thing, highly recommended. If you're an explorer, a canoe, or a hiker, a biker, a skier, anything, you just throw this sucker in your pack, compensate for the declination, and with just a tiny bit of practice and a little mental magic, you can keep on course and not do the walking in circles in the desert maneuver. You won't have a problem, because this works anywhere on Earth. I staked my life and my navigation in my expeditions on this compass. I will always take it with me. If it's on a major expedition, I'll take 2 and every 3 as a backup. Cannot recommend the Suunto M3 Global Compass. Can't recommend it enough. I love it. So just remember, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just telling you, I'm sharing the gear that I use personally, that I'm not sponsored by. If I am sponsored by, I'll tell you that, to be honest. But this thing is the bomb. Get it, and you will have navigation love for the rest of your life. Yeah. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer, a motivational speaker, and a lover of the compass. If you want me to show your audience, your organization, and your group how to use this compass to achieve their goals, I can do that for you as a professional speaker. Please like and comment on my video, subscribe to the channel. Please support me on Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. I would love your support, and it would help me keep this going. Thank you very much, and happy exploring. And oh, by the way, my book is going to be out soon. Adventure Expedition 1, How to Explore and Survive Your First Expedition. And we talk about the compasses. Yes.